Hi, Echo Church family. It's September now, and a new season is upon us. At some points, it kind of feels the same as it always has been, because time has lost all meaning in this strange season of a pandemic. But on the other hand, there's a lot going on in our lives and some changes. Students and teachers have gone back to school in some form or fashion, and I know that impacts a lot of people. And there's just something different in the air, and I just want to check in and give you an update. First, I just want to see, how are you doing? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. There's a lot of ways that we can feel burdened or healthy in this season. And I hope you're doing okay. And I hope if you are struggling, that you know that you have one another and the church leaders, the staff and the elders at Echo Church. We absolutely care for you, and we want to be there to support you however we can. So please, I hope that you will reach out to someone if you are in need. That's what I want to update us with today, is that we have all been gathering together and trying to support one another in the limited ways that we can right now. And I just want to thank you and tell you where we're trying to head next. And I know sometimes we send emails, but I just want to do a little video hello and give you an update this way as well. First are our gatherings. You've seen we've tried to get a little creative on how to meet together. And creativity is one of our values. So hey, we're trying it out. And I'm really glad that there's been some of you who've been able to gather together in backyards. We thank you for those of you hosting and making that possible. For anybody who can't join and you still want to be a part of a group, you can do that digitally. Dylan has found a way to connect people to his backyard through a Zoom call every Sunday. And Dylan's been putting together our services online, and he'll still continue to do so. We thank you for that. Because you might be wondering, are we going to meet again in person? Right now, we're going to stick with what we're doing. We're going to keep putting things online. We're going to keep meeting outdoors while the weather cooperates. We really want to be together. However, the leaders just feel like it's safer if we stick with these options right now. We care about your safety, all of our safety, our family and friends that we interact with, the places you go to work. And we know that you have been supportive of this. You've been flexible, and we thank you, because that means so much to me to know that we're all on the same page, that we all agree that we're going to do whatever we can to be as safe as possible. And while I've loved seeing you, I know for some of you, you've been very protective. And I hope that you can still feel connected in some way, shape, or form, even while we're apart. So that's why we want to still try to come up with online ideas to meet together. This summer, it's been nice to gather, but also there's some small groups that want to start up again. And some are planning to maybe meet outdoors. Some are planning to be on Zoom calls. If you want to start a small group right now or join something for the first time, now's a great time to start. Let's start new things. It's a time for new ideas. If you have a thought of, hey, this would be a great way to connect people right now, please bring it up to us. Grab somebody on staff, tell us your idea, because we love any new ways to connect with everyone this season. Now, Kendra has tried to come up with some great ways to keep our kids and our teens involved with one another. And she's been reaching out to your families and will continue to do so as she has new ideas just to keep us going, to keep us connected. I keep saying that word, but I hope you know that means so much to us, and I hope you feel how much it means as a church family to stay connected. Speaking of connections, we've had to say some hellos and goodbyes this summer. We've said goodbye to Osagie and Andrian and Larry and Kristen, as each couple has taken new jobs and are starting new journeys and new places to live. And I hope that you will stay in contact with them, check in with them, as I know you'll do. So that was a little sad this summer. We've also gotten to say some hellos. Mikey and Katie have two two-year-old twins now in their home, and we're so excited to celebrate with them in that. Kendra and Garrett are anticipating a new one in their home. You can give your guesses to Kendra on when you think that the baby will arrive. She's taking all guesses. This month, we've also say hello now to a new staff member. Shantae has been an amazing Echo volunteer in many ways, but especially through the Princesses Ballet program. I got to watch her lead that last year, and just the way she has connected with the school staff, the parents, the administration. She's going to continue that partnership in her new outreach role. She's also going to keep connecting us to new community opportunities, and she's going to get us more engaged with all of the missionaries that we support around the world. So please give her your encouragement and support. Now, I want to thank you. You are our family. You are the reason we do what we do and keep us going. You have been generous, living out your faith through your time, your resources, your energy, your care. Because you've continued giving, we have still been able to support missionaries all over the world. We have a list in the description on our website if you have never met them or heard of them before. We want to continue to develop our relationship with them, so you'll hear more about them in the coming weeks. But also, we've been able to continue to pay our rent. Even though we're not in our building, our stuff's there. And also, the people we rent from, they're a nonprofit too. And they're supporting our local kids, so we, in our way of continuing to pay rent, are able to support their work. And that's because you have continued giving to Echo. So thank you. Also, because of your generosity, this summer, when things were really hard, end of spring actually, the Walnut Hills community started to gather. People from all walks of life realized that our neighbors were in need, and we were able to contribute to supplies and food that was distributed to all kinds of neighbors in this season. And just recently, you gathered masks, you gathered hand sanitizer and school supplies for the kids at Frederick Douglass Elementary. And we're going to keep supporting them. Shantae's right now working on a way to try to tutor kids in need, especially as they move in this strange online school season. I keep saying the word season. Sorry, I like synonyms, but that's just kind of the word of my mind right now. I am thankful that some of you have volunteered for the very first time in new areas during this pandemic. You have helped our kids. You've supported our community needs. You've been leading and discussing and connecting with each other in backyards. Thank you. You've also supported one another. You've shared meals. You've helped people move. You've prayed with people as they've lost a family member or lost a job or had very huge needs right now. You've provided all that and more as a family. So I just wanted you to hear all the many lives that you touch. Maybe you don't think it's much, but every time you pray, you reach out, you text, you connect, you have coffee with someone, that means a lot. When you give your resources and your energy and your ideas, you make a difference in our church body and in our city and around the world. Sometimes we struggle and we miss the way things were, but I hope that we're discovering new things about ourselves, about God, and about the ways that we can live out our love for Jesus, our love for our city. There's new ways all the time that we can make a difference. It's changed things up this whole pandemic, but it's been so exciting to see God still at work. He's still on the move, and I've watched him move through your lives, and I've been so excited to call myself your friend and church sister. You make a difference to my life, and I just wanted to say thanks. Hope to see you soon. Have a great month.